Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce GTX 1050 Ti in Helldivers 2. This one is the Asus ROG Strix version of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers, and I am manually overclocking it because, well, we need it. Honestly, this is the minimum required GPU for this game as well, and I just want to push it a little bit further to give it a chance. Over in Tech Power Ups GPUZ, you can see all of the GPU specs. We got 4GB of GDDR5 here on the 1050 Ti, and 768 CUDA cores. How cute is that in 2024, my friends? Oh boy. And finally, over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 5 3600X and 16GB of DDR4 3200MHz in dual channel. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so before I overclocked the card, I took a look at the FPS around here, and it seems like we only got like 1 or 2 more frames with the OC, so about like a 5 to 10% improvement in performance by that little overclock. I recommend you to do it because, again, it's very close to 30 FPS and it will make a difference. Let's go over the settings first. I am starting at the 1080p resolution native using the lowest settings. Okay, because again, it's minimum requirements GPU, and you better stick to the lowest settings. And we're dropping in this new world. Actually, this is a different one from what I've played so far with other cards. It seems like this one has a lot more vegetation with all of these trees, but it's not intensive. It's getting 40s around here. With other cards, we get way more FPS in the spaceship, but it seems like with the 1050 Ti, or maybe with the low settings, it's actually way less intensive down here, and it's getting 30 plus FPS all of the time. That's amazing. Obviously, we still need to fight some of the things. They are kind of the same as the other world's enemies, guys. Come on. I was expecting a little bit different aliens because this is a different world, but no, it's almost the same. But yeah, the 30 FPS feel decent, but I can feel a lot of input lag with these lower FPS, guys. It's not amazing, okay? Also, we need to close these things. Throw grenades over there. Let's go, guys. What are you doing? Why don't you close these up? Okay, we got this. Good stuff. Area secured. All good. 30 FPS, 1% lows right there. So it hasn't really dipped into the 20s yet, which is very surprising. I really thought it would drop into the 20s very often down here because, again, I thought it would be more intensive. But yeah, apparently it's gonna be playable. If you have a 1050 Ti, you can actually buy the game and have fun playing it, which is definitely not the case, especially at 1080p resolution in most recent titles in 2024 and even 2023, you know. That means that something like an RX 570 or RX 580 should be capable of achieving like 60 FPS at 1080p low settings, because those GPUs are a lot faster than the little 1050 Ti over here. Oh, you know what? Let's try to explode these barrels. See a little bit of an explosion and smoke effects, and so on. I died! I died really quickly there with the fire. Oh boy. Oh boy, it feels a little bit clunky compared to the 60 FPS experiences or even like 40 plus FPS experiences. But that frame time graph is so stable, even on a 1050 Ti. Once again, guys, it's just awesome to see this kind of optimization in a recent title. Are you serious? Again! Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop it right there. We got 39 FPS average. Oh god, I really want to add some of the upscaling that this game has, so we can get a little bit more FPS, because smoother things are always great, you know, smoother experiences. And now let's go ahead and use ultra quality render scale, which is like TAAU in this game from what I've heard. It looks really bad compared to stuff like FSR3 and DLSS and so on. It's not a good upscaling implementation, but this is a 1050 Ti, so I am fine with the little compromises in terms of graphical fidelity for that smoother experience. And of course, on a 1080p monitor, a smaller monitor, it's still going to be noticeable, the drop-off in quality, of course, but it's not going to be the end of the world, at least on ultra quality, okay? And you gain about like 10 frames per second, which is quite nice, so I think I would actually stick to these settings. Forget 60 FPS. For that, you'd probably need to drop it to like 720p, and at that point, it will start looking pretty bad, so I don't really recommend it. And yeah, 50 FPS or 40 plus FPS feels good enough, decent enough for sure in this particular title. So that's exactly what I utilize with this GPU. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking dark right here. I just wonder why they don't make beautiful environments. Like, you have tons of worlds out there, right, with so many different environments, but then you put this lighting on them. It's so weird. I can't see anything almost. It's really, really bad looking like this. I'm kind of wondering if something is bugged out. Probably not. Because over here, for example, everything is bright and all right, you know, everything looks decent. And the GTX 1050 Ti is also the minimum required GPU for this game, so it shouldn't really have a problem rendering graphics here. But for example, the Intel Xe graphics, that had a ton of trouble with the graphics, and it kind of looked like that, like everything was super dark. I couldn't see anything, even in the tutorial, which is like a bright sunny day in the desert. Yeah, everything looked super, super dark like this, and it just doesn't look good in my opinion. What the hell is that? Oh boy, probably mines or something. But holy crap, okay. Yeah, those explosions are so pixelated because of the upscaling, guys. Look at that. Ugh. It's so bad. They look like PS2 explosions or something. Oh boy. Alright, let's start shooting at them bastards. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, we can do this. Yes. We made it, my friends. No! Are you serious? What? Oh my god. Okay. Well... That's it, it's 40 plus FPS all of the time, basically, which is quite decent. Also, around this area, you can see all of that aliasing, because we got a lot of details in the spaceship, right? And it's so shimmery, guys, with ultra quality upscaling. It looks pretty bad, guys. Alright, you know what, guys? It's time to try and achieve 60 FPS. So I'm gonna drop this down to quality here. And okay, it's now getting 60-ish, around 60 FPS most of the time, which is quite nice and smooth, especially coming from what we've seen so far. So 60 FPS is definitely possible, but at this point, again, you are sacrificing a lot on that visual quality. Everything is really, really shimmery. I really don't like this. And it's pixelated as well. It really has that FSR 1.0 look to it, but even worse, I guess. Yeah, this implementation of upscaling from the developers of this game is not good at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop it. Oh, where's my boy? Where's my boy? I need your help, dude. Oh boy, a lot of smoke effects, not dropping. The good thing about this game is that it's so consistent, you know. You aren't really going to see any major FPS drops or any major FPS boosts in other areas, like we see, for example, in Apex Legends. There are areas in the map of Apex Legends that get like 200, 250 FPS, and then other areas where it drops to 50 FPS. And you don't want something like that. That's too inconsistent, and it will ruin your experience a little bit in some areas. This one, well, you can expect around 60 FPS all of the time. Even looking at the sky, it doesn't really boost our FPS like crazy. You'd see like double the FPS sometimes. Oh my god, what the hell? Why did I die? What happened? I was just running around and something exploded. Oh, this is so weird. But hey, apparently it is possible to get those 60 FPS. I just don't recommend it. I really recommend like ultra quality render scale here, and just play with that. It's definitely a little bit better looking, and it's still very, very playable. Alright, I'm gonna stop it right there, and what should we do next? I guess I haven't really seen how ultra performance looks in this game, so just gonna set it to ultra performance. Oh, we're finally reaching the limits of the CPU itself, not really the GPU. Oh my god damn it! Oh, this is so annoying. What the hell? Well, obviously it looks like complete crap at the moment. is really, really bad. But I guess you could still play with these graphics. There's no need to, unless you have something like a GT 710. I'm not even sure if that can actually launch the game. But hey, if it can, maybe this is the only way to play it. Obviously, with the 1050 Ti, there's no need though. So just stick to the higher resolution scale values. Oh my god, I am slowed. I'm not losing any HP though. But well guys, this ultra performance resolution scale is definitely great for us to take a look at the Ryzen 5 3600X's performance, and it seems like a CPU like this one, which costs like 80 bucks these days on the used market, maybe lower than that sometimes. It can actually run the game absolutely fine with 60 plus FPS 100% of the time. It hovers around like 80 to 90 most of the time, which is very, very good to see. I was worried that these older and mid-range CPUs would struggle a lot more in these newer titles, but that's not really the case. It performs really well. CPU isn't really maxed out, but you can see that it's definitely utilizing more than 6 cores and 6 threads. So something like a quad core with 8 threads would probably be at 100% all of the time and achieve lower FPS. But yeah, stability wise, even with the CPU bottleneck, it runs extremely well. So I guess next I should test it at like 720p, right? Native resolution. So here we have it, 1280 by 720, still using the lowest settings, and at this res it actually looks a little bit sharper than like quality upscaling at 1080p res, you know. At least it doesn't have that weird look or over sharpened look. It's really weird, like the look of the upscaler in this game. I don't like it. So if you prefer to lower the resolution instead of utilizing the upscaling, you can expect 60-ish FPS. Okay, it stopped raining now, the sun is out again. Good stuff. It's starting to look a little bit better, although I still don't like the looks of this world that we're in, so maybe in the next video I will just change to another world. Yeah, this is ugly, guys. But it's fun, of course, and that's the most important thing of all. So if you have a 1050 Ti and you really want to get into some Helldivers 2, you definitely can. It's starting to stutter a little bit more actually here at 720p resolution, which is weird. I have never seen this game stutter, but the frame time is not as consistent as it was at the 1080p resolution. So there's that. I think that's the one that we need to kill. Alright, let's go. Throw a couple of grenades. Oh boy. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey. There it is. Oh my god. No, no, no. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I think I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, run away. Run away. And well, guys, I think that's been it for this one. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was informative to you. Let me know if you were playing the game with a GTX 1050 Ti or something similar to this. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.